Well, basically, my sister came and dropped her kids off 9 months ago and hasn't come back for them.
How old are the kids?
4 and 7.
What do you mean she dropped them off and hasn't come back?
Well,
I mean, tell me the story. Like, what
so
happened?
for one summer, she just, called and said, hey, would you like your niece and nephew for the summer? And I said, sure, So I took care of them because I know she works hard and she, is, attending school at night. And I don't have any kids, so I, volunteered to help out. But she hasn't come back for them, nor does she give any financial support. So I'm here.
And you want your sister to pay child support to you for her 4-year-old and her 7-year-old?
Yes.
Okay. Are these boys, girls?
The older one's a girl, and
Okay.
the younger one's a boy.
Okay. What about health insurance?
She pays the health insurance.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I love my niece and my nephew, and I don't necessarily want to keep them from her, but if she needs my help and I can help, then I want to, but I need her help also. So
all right.
That's it. I'm not trying to be ugly or malicious to my sister. I want her to do well. I just need help.
Understand.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a truly unbelievable story that's making waves. A woman named Mia walked away from motherhood like it was nothing. She left her children in the care of her sister, Emma, and never looked back. No goodbye, no guilt, and not a dime of financial support. Just a cold, final, I'm done. Now picture this. What if the roles were flipped? If a father did the exact same thing, the outrage would be instant and unforgiving. So why is it that when a mother does it, people start offering sympathy and justifications? Let's be real. It's a double standard. And today, we're breaking it down and calling it out.
Ma'am, what is the reason that you dropped your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
So let me get this straight. Maya walked out on her 2 kids 9 months ago, handed them off to her sister Emma, and vanished without a second thought. That's nearly an entire year of straight-up abandonment. No calls, no visits, no support. Meanwhile, Emma, the real MVP here, has been holding it down, stepping into a role she never asked for but fully owns. She's raising those kids with love, sacrifice, and the kind of responsibility Maya tossed aside like yesterday's trash. And here's the jaw-dropper. Maya actually said she just doesn't want to be a mom anymore. Like she's canceling a Netflix trial or returning a pair of shoes that didn't fit. Seriously? This isn't a subscription service. These are your children. To make it even more outrageous, Maya isn't paying a single cent toward their care. Emma's covering it all. Emotionally, financially, everything. While Maya's probably out there posting healing era selfies and self-care mantras on Instagram, like she's the one who needs sympathy. You couldn't script this level of selfish if you tried.
You already had them, so they're yours. Your sister is raising them. Don't you think you should want to get them back? Or you don't want kids at all? You don't want the responsibility, anything?
No, I just don't want to have kids anymore.
Okay, interesting. Now, what about the financial part of it? What about paying your sister child support to take care of your children? I mean, you don't want them. You're not raising them. They've been with her for the past 9 months. So wouldn't you say it's fair to give her some money for them?
I don't really have it. I only make like $40,000 a year.
But you're making money, okay? Do you live alone?
Yes.
You live alone. You make $40,000 a year. She said you pay health insurance.
And I go to school at night.
Okay. Well, that's good. You don't want to... What are you going to school for? Let me ask you this first.
For fashion.
Fashion, okay. You plan to make a lot of money with that?
Hopefully one day.
Do you intend on getting your kids back at some point?
I mean, I don't know. I just know how I feel right now, and I just don't want to have my kids. I just want to focus on...
Mia's out here spinning a laundry list of excuses, and not a single one holds water. She claims she only makes $40,000 a year and just can't afford to raise her own kids. Yet somehow, she's living solo and attending fashion school at night. Make that make sense. Then comes the real moment of truth. Judge Vonda asks her point blank if she plans on ever taking her kids back. And Mia? She shrugs it off with a casual, "Nah, I'm focused on my career." A career in what exactly? Sewing dresses while dodging accountability, but wait, it gets worse. This entire mess kicked off because her boyfriend didn't want her kids around. So what did Mia do? She chose him over her own children. And now that he's long gone, she's like, well, they've been with Emma this long. Might as well keep it that way. No guilt, no shame. Just full-on emotional detachment and straight-up clown behavior. You couldn't write a more selfish script if you tried.
Let's talk about that. Did you just wake up one day and say, I don't want to have kids anymore, and I'm going to send them, make it seem as though I want my sister to keep them for the summer, when really I'm just going to drop them off and never pick them back up? Like, how did you get to that point?
It just kind of happened, and it
kind of just happened. Are you dating someone?
No.
Were you dating someone?
Yes.
Did they have kids?
No.
They didn't want your kids around?
I mean, not necessarily. I just...
So was that what started this? You not wanting your kids because the person you were in a relationship with really didn't want your kids around?
Well, no. It's just, I just want to focus on my school, and I work, and so that's like my whole day. And
you have to understand why this is hard for me to process, right? You know, because myself, I'm a parent, and I'll do whatever for my kids. That includes career, whatever. So to be sitting across from you and you're very adamant about that, it's really shocking for me. So you'll have to excuse me if I seem a little taken back. It's not making sense, ma'am. What it sounds like to me is that you ditched your kids because of the relationship that you previously had. You're no longer with that person.
right.
Which means you can go get your kids again, right?
Well, now they've just been there so long, it's maybe what's best. And
well, 9 months is a long time in the sense that you go without seeing them and taking care of them, but you can still make it right.
It's easier for her, Judge. My apologies to just, outburst, but it's just easier.
I've got to say, I loved how Judge Vonda wasn't playing around for even a second. She hit Mia with child support and health insurance on the spot. No hesitation. And Mia? Standing there looking completely blindsided, like she really thought she was about to walk out of court scot-free. Be serious. You abandon your kids with your sister for nearly a year and expect zero consequences. That's wild. And let's not overlook the obvious. Mia doesn't even know where either of her kids' fathers are. Yep, 2 kids, 2 different dads, and she's got no clue where either of them went. Suddenly, the bigger picture starts to come into focus. She's been out here living recklessly, making one careless decision after another, and taking responsibility for none of it. It's honestly heartbreaking. These kids didn't ask for any of this. They deserve love, stability, and real parenting, not to be handed off like baggage while their mother chases vibes and fashion school dreams. This is what's really wrong today. Zero accountability, zero responsibility. Just a trail of bad choices and the expectation that someone else will clean it all up. But guess what? That free ride is over. Maya's now on the hook for $700 a month, and she still had the audacity to argue she can't afford it. Judge Vonda shut that nonsense down real fast. Told her flat out, figure it out, just like any father would have been told. And let's not even talk about that weird, smug little laugh she gave at the end. Like, what was that? She looked like a villain straight out of a bad movie. Just stop. Please. Anyway, if you're into content like this, go ahead and check out one of these next videos right here. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. You said you made $40,000 a year. Health insurance, how much was that?
$80.
$80. Okay. And that $80, that's for both of the children?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to have you do. We're going to have you continue to pay the health insurance. At least make sure the kids stay insured, okay? And you have to keep working because you're going to pay your sister child support. You understand that, right?
But I don't make enough.
Did you think you were going to come in here, not take care of them, and not pay child support?
Well, I just think
I need to hear this.
they're doing okay and she can do it.
Right, but she needs financial support. Your sister doesn't have any children. You dumped 2 kids on her. And the fact that you think that is okay is unacceptable. You dropped 2 kids on her and you don't even want to pay for them. But what did you think we were doing here today? You think I'm sitting up here so you can waste my time?
No.
Okay, so you'd agree with me, you should be paying your sister something, right?
Yes.
Okay. When do you graduate from school?
In May of next year.
Okay. Where are the children's father?
I don't know.
For both, or I mean, do they have the same father?
No.
Okay, so where is the 7-year-old's dad?
He's somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know.
What about the 4-year-old?
He's present sometimes. He comes around sometimes.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you understand what's going on here today, right? I just want to make sure that you're completely aware of everything that's going on today. You're going to walk out of this courtroom today paying child support to your sister. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you don't understand, I need you to tell me you don't understand, okay? So we're clear, you understand.
Yes.
Okay. So you said you make $40,000 a year, giving you credit for health insurance that bring your gross to $3,253. Your net, $2,798. That's 25% for 2 children. That brings your child support to about $699.50. We're going to round it up to $700. That's what you will pay your sister monthly.
I just don't think I can afford it. I have to pay for school, and that's really what my priority is right now.
Well, your sister's priority is to take care of your children. Your children. Not her children, your children. So as long as she's in the position that you put her in, you're going to have to make it work.